Archangel Michael says your bloodline is connected to legends. You got separated from them because the truth was too powerful for the world to handle at that time. This is not a coincidence that you're hearing this message now. There's something extraordinary about your family line that has been hidden from you for generations. The legendary blood that flows through your veins carries gifts and powers that were meant to stay secret until this very moment. Your ancestors made the ultimate sacrifice to protect you. And now it's time for the truth to be revealed. This legendary bloodline discovery isn't just family history. It holds the power to unlock abilities you never knew you possessed and transform your entire understanding of who you really are. What the universe is about to reveal will awaken dormant gifts that have been sleeping in your DNA for generations. Take a deep breath, because this ancestral truth will change everything about how you see yourself and your purpose. Your soul has been calling out for this connection, feeling like something was missing. The legendary powers in your bloodline are ready to activate, and this knowledge is the key that unlocks your extraordinary heritage. Your spirit recognizes this truth even before your mind fully understands it. The universe has perfectly timed this revelation for when you're spiritually ready to handle the magnitude of your legendary heritage. If you're prepared to activate your ancestral connection and reclaim your birthright, type bloodline now and open your heart to receive the power that has always belonged to you. Let this divine energy flow through your veins and awaken the legend within. Archangel Michael whispers the legend was never a story. It was your family's reality. Throughout history, certain bloodlines have carried extraordinary gifts that ordinary people couldn't understand. These legendary families possessed abilities that seemed impossible: healing powers, prophetic visions, supernatural strength, and connections to the divine realm that others could only dream of. Your bloodline is one of these rare and powerful lineages. The ancestors who came before you weren't just people. They were living legends who shaped the world in ways that history books could never capture. Their blood runs through your veins, carrying the same potential for greatness that made them extraordinary. The separation happened to protect this sacred heritage until the time was right for it to emerge again. Like this video to claim your legendary heritage and activate the ancestral power flowing through your bloodline right now. You're stepping into your true identity as someone connected to extraordinary beings who walked this earth before you. This acknowledgement sends a signal to the universe that you're ready to embrace the legend that lives within your very DNA. The reason your legendary bloodline got separated wasn't because of weakness. It was because of incredible strength. Your ancestors possessed powers so extraordinary that they became targets of those who feared what they couldn't understand. Dark forces throughout history have always tried to eliminate bloodlines that carry divine gifts and supernatural abilities. Your legendary family made the hardest choice possible. They scattered across the world, hiding their true nature to ensure the bloodline would survive. Some changed their names, others moved to distant lands, and many buried their gifts so deep that even their own children forgot the truth. The separation was an act of love and protection, ensuring that one day, when the world was ready, the legendary bloodline could reunite and reclaim its rightful place in the divine plan. Archangel Michael says the protection was temporary, but the power is eternal. Your ancestors' sacrifice wasn't in vain, because their legendary gifts have been preserved in your very essence, waiting for this moment of awakening. Type 777 to receive the clarity about your true heritage and feel the liberation that comes from understanding why you've always felt different, special, and destined for something greater than ordinary life. If you wish to honor your legendary ancestors and support the revelation of bloodline truths, you have the option to give super thanks with contributions of up to $50. This energy exchange honors the sacred lineage flowing through you. The universe is now opening doors that have been sealed for generations This is your moment of legendary awakening, when dormant abilities begin to stir within your bloodline. Your ancestors have been watching from the spirit realm, waiting for the perfect time to help you reclaim the extraordinary gifts that belong to you by birth. You've felt glimpses of these powers throughout your life, moments of knowing things you shouldn't know, healing energy flowing through your hands, dreams that turned out to be visions, or an unexplainable connection to spiritual realms. These weren't coincidences. They were your legendary bloodline trying to break through the protective barriers that kept your true nature hidden. The time for hiding is over, and your ancestral powers are ready to fully emerge. The separation from your legendary bloodline was orchestrated by your own ancestors, who loved you so much they were willing to sacrifice their family unity to ensure your survival. They knew that powerful bloodlines throughout history had been hunted, persecuted, and eliminated by those who feared supernatural abilities. Your legendary family chose exile over extinction, scattering like seeds in the wind, so that the bloodline would continue. They made this sacrifice knowing that future generations would feel lost and disconnected. But they trusted that when the time was right, the divine would reunite the family and restore the legendary powers. That time is now. The world has evolved enough to accept what was once considered impossible. The protection period is ending, and your legendary heritage is safe to emerge from the shadows, where it has been carefully preserved for your generation. Type legend to affirm your readiness to embrace the truth about your extraordinary ancestry and step into the power that flows through your bloodline. You are divinely protected during this awakening by the spirits of your legendary ancestors who have been guiding you from beyond. Feel the strength that you've inherited from those who came before you, warriors and healers who changed the world with their gifts. Archangel Michael stands beside you as your spiritual DNA begins to activate and remember its true purpose. Your legendary ancestors are surrounding you with their energy, supporting your heart as it opens to receive the magnitude of your heritage. They understand that discovering your extraordinary bloodline can feel overwhelming, especially when you realize the incredible powers that have been dormant within you. But they are here, celebrating this moment of reunion between you and your legendary family line. This activation connects directly to your soul's mission and the divine plan for your life on Earth. Your bloodline isn't random, it's a carefully chosen vessel for bringing legendary gifts back into the world when humanity needs them most. Understanding your legendary bloodline will completely transform how you see your spiritual journey and life purpose. Once you fully grasp the extraordinary heritage flowing through your veins, every challenge you've faced will make perfect sense. Those difficult moments that tested your faith were actually training your legendary spirit for the mission ahead. Painful experiences that seemed random will reveal themselves as initiations that strengthened your bloodline's power. This isn't just about feeling special. It's about recognizing the sacred responsibility that comes with legendary heritage. The ripple effects will touch every area of your existence as you begin moving through life as someone who knows their true spiritual lineage. Your relationships will shift, opportunities will appear, and your purpose will become crystal clear because you'll be operating from your authentic, legendary nature. Type 888 to align with the divine plan that your legendary bloodline has been chosen to fulfill in this lifetime. Each step you take after this awakening will be guided by ancestral wisdom and supernatural support. Trust in the process as your understanding expands and your legendary abilities begin to surface. He Universe has been preparing you for this moment of bloodline recognition throughout your entire life journey. Reconnecting with your legendary bloodline requires opening your heart to powers you never imagined you possessed. Many people find it easier to accept ordinary explanations for their lives than to embrace extraordinary truth about their heritage. The heavens recognize this and send extra support as you step into your legendary identity. To fully activate your bloodline connection, spend time in quiet meditation after this message. Visualize your ancestors standing behind you in a golden line stretching back through centuries. All legendary beings who passed their gifts down through generations until they reached you. Feel their energy merging with yours, awakening abilities that have been sleeping in your DNA. This isn't about ego or superiority. It's about accepting the sacred mission your bloodline carries. This legendary bloodline revelation heals the deep wounds of never feeling like you belonged anywhere. How many times have you felt different, out of place, or like you were meant for something greater? Your legendary ancestors understand this loneliness because they experienced it too. This connection creates unity between your human experience and your extraordinary heritage. It bridges the gap between feeling ordinary and knowing your legendary truth. Type 999 to claim the healing and ancestral power flowing into your life. Through this bloodline awakening, the divine is weaving your legendary destiny with perfect timing, connecting you with others who share extraordinary bloodlines and preparing you for the mission your family line has carried for generations. This bloodline revelation marks the most important turning point in your spiritual evolution. It's not just information. It's complete transformation from ordinary person to activated legendary being. As you open to receive this ancestral truth, old identities that never felt quite right fall away forever. The person who didn't know their extraordinary heritage makes room for the legendary soul, who stands confidently in their inherited power. This is your spiritual coronation ceremony, marking your rightful place among the legendary bloodlines of Earth. You are stepping into abilities that have been waiting generations to emerge through you. This message has reached you because your legendary time has come. The universe has orchestrated this moment perfectly for your bloodline's activation and the world's need for legendary gifts. Your legendary bloodline awakens in perfect divine timing, transforming your energy and purpose in ways that will amaze you. Trust what's unfolding within your very DNA. Archangel Michael says you are more powerful than you realize, and your legendary heritage proves it. The divine and your ancestors are with you, guiding you through this extraordinary awakening. You are never alone as you move forward carrying this legendary truth. Doors will open that seemed impossible before. Your light will shine with ancestral power, revealing the legend you were always meant to become. Embrace your bloodline destiny.